Yep, it's that time. It's time for another hog roast with our favorite sex pig, Jason Blaha. Woo! Let's do this. Jason Blaha. Busted.
You have to look at stuff like that and just go, wow. You gotta go, wow. And people say, well, he's done that, or it's fake weights. And it's like, who else on YouTube goes through the trouble of paying twice as much money for plates, and they'll have solid calibrated plates, and they'll have plates that are guaranteed weights, so that we don't need to wonder what the plate actually weighs. No one else is doing that. Yet when I do it, there's people make videos about it, but we think he's drilled these out.
You haven't drilled them out. You're just using fake weights. That's it. How do I know this? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Here he is again, overcompensating for the fact that he's being transparent and using calibrated plates, paying twice the money, because he wants everyone to know that he's honest and straightforward and straight up. This is Jason Blaha we're talking about, who has lied continuously for decades about everything. Long distance running, sharpshooting at 1,000 yards, fake mercenary, fake black belts, everything. Fake numbers on his lifting, fake subs. Everything about this guy is a fraud, yet he wants us to believe that he is using real weights. He doesn't look like he uses the numbers he uses. He doesn't look like he lifts what he says he lifts. So there's always been a suspicion. Shadow Man covered it. When Moon Cookie left him, she said that he uses fake weights and he's still on the gear. So who are we to believe? A habitual compulsive liar, or someone who's just saying, fuck it, I'm going to tell the truth? He's just throwing me out on the streets, I'm just going to let the truth fly. So who are we to believe? This decades long liar lies about absolutely everything, or someone else who has got nothing to lose now. So she says he's using fake plates and still on the gear. The only thing we haven't seen is the actual fake plates. You know, until now it's been very hard to find bumper plates that he uses that are fake. I say until now. Let's just listen to him. More compensation, you know, really labouring the point that he uses, you know, real weights, and anyone who says anything different is crazy and a troll.
So the whole idea, though, that I'm faking the stuff, or that my DEXA scans are altered, or that I'm using fake plates and all of this, I think this is only the weird mindset of goofy-ass trolls. And
it's not the weird mindset of goofy-ass trolls, Blaha. It's looking at the evidence. Reasonable doubt is enough to get anyone, you know, offer a sentence, or, you know, if there's evidence there, we got to look at it. And reasonable doubt as to whether you lift what you say you lift. There's reasonable doubt. You do not look like you say, well, you lift the numbers that you say you lift. You certainly don't look like you do. So that's a big clue, a big flag wave, isn't it? It's a big red flag. But I mean, just looking at his training videos, the way he angles everything, he always has a fixed plate on the outside with all the markings on it, and then a load of stuff that you can't see what it is inside. Yeah? So, yeah, the outside there, that green one, is a 25 pound weight. We know that. We can see it. But what are these in here? You know? When he's, when he's doing this, when he's doing the skull crushers, we can see he's using 25 pounds and a 5 pound on each side. That's 30 pounds, 60 pounds in total. That's only 27 kilograms. That's not much to do this exercise with. It's quite simple to do. In this bar, these easy curl bars, they don't weigh that much. So you may be looking at 30 kilograms maximum. And that's easy to do. But when you're looking at stuff like this, where he's got all the weights hidden and the angle of the camera is coming from one side, and he always does this. You can see the outer one is marked, but what the hell are the rest of them? There's reasonable doubt to believe. There's reasonable doubt to believe him. We can't take anything a habitual compulsive liar says. We cannot take his word for it, because he is a habitual compulsive liar. So what are we to make of it? The only thing we haven't been able to do is find out if you can get those blue and yellow and green weights. There's been lots of talk, but no one's nailed it down. Now, I found a company in the UK. It's a prop hire company. And lo and behold, they sell dummy Olympic weights that look exactly like the things he's using on the inside of his training when he's doing his training. These could be substituted. All of these could be fake. There could be one real plate there. The rest could be fake. We do not know until he films himself putting that thing together, showing us exactly what he's using. Then we just won't know what these inside plates are, because the numbers he's saying he's doing, it just doesn't look. It doesn't add up. If he's squatting 400, 500 pounds, I mean, it just doesn't add up. So I think there's enough reasonable doubt to think that some of these are fake. Some of them. Not all of them. He's using a mixture of real plates and fake plates. But there's enough reasonable doubt there to think that a couple of these are fake. I mean, this is a UK website. So America, in the US you can get different, I'm sure they do a much wider variety of these fake plates. You could get all sorts of things. But these are the ones I found in the UK. And they look pretty good. And just knowing what a liar, what a compulsive, habitual liar Blaha is, I think there's enough reasonable doubt, there's enough circumstantial evidence to say that he's using fake plates. Because he would look completely different if he was training like other people train with proper weights. That's where I'm going to leave this. If you want to see these weights, I'll put a little link in the comment section so you can go to the website and have a look yourself. Like I say, this is a UK website. This has been the only thing that's been hard for me to find. I found the black weights, the metal looking weights, very easy to find. But it's the coloured weights that were the tricky one. And now, like I say, I found them in the UK. I can guarantee it, there's 100 times more availability in the US for this sort of thing. And I just think there's enough doubt and there's enough circumstantial evidence to say that this compulsive, habitual liar, someone who's lied throughout his time on the internet, forget YouTube, I mean before YouTube, he was lying. You know, this guy cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. Anything he says cannot be taken as credible. And there's enough evidence, circumstantial evidence, to say that this guy is using fake weights and he's not to be believed. So let me know what you think, guys. Because look at the way he just positions these things here. Look, he really labours the point. He really wants you to see that these are the real deal. But personally, I think there's doubt to it. There's reasonable doubt. There's enough evidence. Circumstantial evidence. Anyway, guys, like I say, let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me, do you think he's using fake weights? I think he is. Moon Cookie said he is. The only thing we couldn't find was the coloured plates, and now I've found them in the UK, and I can, like I say, guarantee that there's a lot more choice in America, in the US, for coloured plates. So tell me what you think, guys. Have we finally figured out what's going on with this guy? This liar, this habitual liar, compulsive liar. You know, why should we trust him on this when he's lied about everything else? Like I say, tell me below. Let me know what you think. I'll leave a link in the comment section. I'll pin it. Until then, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a family. Leave a comment. And I'm out of here.